This is Bimbo Barbarella with the Bimbo Barbarella Music Program. And tonight we have a special of the College of Knowledge. It's a scary show night, a scary movie night. Um, and these are some movies. Well, the premise is about 5 years ago, I was at a yard sale and I bought a box of like 100 movies, DVDs um, and Blu-rays, and I think I paid like $5 for a box of 100. And in there was a lot of crap, but there was a lot of scary movies. And so today I am going to just go through some of these scary movies, and you can tell me if you like them, if you don't, how you feel about them, whether you think they're good or they suck. Because none of these really suck. None of these really suck. And um, every show this Halloween season, the College of Knowledge does have a lot of programming this month. On Easy Street with Jen is doing a lot of programming, so am I. But for the entire month of Halloween, our show is presented by Eek the Ghost. Eek the Ghost is presenting our show all this month. Eek the Ghost. Eek. Eek. So, let me start the show. I'm going to put a link out there to anybody. If you want to come up and join in the chat, feel free. And later on, probably in about 15-20 minutes, I'm going to show you something really cool. Really cool. And there's a true story behind it. It's true. Hello, Mark. How are you, sir? Yes, this is Scary Movie Nights. So, let me see if can get some people up who want to know what scares Bimbo Barbarella. And all of this month of Halloween, see, because I don't even call the month October. That's not even a month name. The name of the month is Halloween. I'm not going to use my name, Bimbo Barbarella. I'm going to use my name, Bitey Von Batface. I don't know. I might change that. That might be stupid. I don't know. But Bitey Von Batface. And my teeth, I wish I had like pointed teeth because that would look good. And not tonight, but I do actually have like some bat ears that I'll wear. I love Halloween. I just love Halloween. So, Mark, and so how do you feel about scary movies? Are you a fan of scary movies? Or do you not care for them? Anybody else in the chat? Feel free to add your opinions. Do you like scary movies? Or do you not like scary movies? Oh yeah, like Frau Blucher. Yeah. Hello, Mrs. Hopkins. And well, that's good. You're sewing, and you're probably making lots of money, so that's good. So, and this should be a kind of decent show, hopefully. I really didn't give it a whole lot of promotion, because I wasn't even really sure if I was going to do it, but kind of did it at the um, last minute. Yeah, okay. And Easy Street with Jen has her movie night coming up, and I picked my three movies, and every single one of them was a freaking dud. I mean, these were just terrible movies. They weren't. They were terrible. But when that show's on, make sure to watch it because, well, one of them wasn't too bad, but other two were terrible. Oh God, that was hideous. So, um, let me begin. Hopefully, we'll get some more people up. Now, like I said, I've got these in a box. Maybe not 5 years, maybe 4 years, but these were in a box. And now these two actually go together. It is Silence of the Lambs. And oh, Ghost is a huge horror movie fan. Oh their pirate radio put her on. And I saw this one, Silence of the Lambs, and it was good. The follow-up, which is a sequel, no, which is a prequel to Silence of the Lambs, is Hannibal. I think it's a prequel, but I've yet to see this. Like I said, these were in a box that I knew I had, but I didn't know where it was, and I had to find it just to do, this little show. Okay. Remember, brought to you by Eat the Ghost. Boo! Boo! Here we can get Eek out of the way. Miss Addie Bacall is here. Hello, Addie. Okay, and now I know this is not the original Salem's Lots, but I think this was like a movie version of it. I've never seen this one either. So if anybody knows anything about this, copy, because I imagine it's the same movie. It's got to be, because it's Stephen King. Yeah, and look at that back. Oh boy, look at that Nosferatu looking guy. Now that's what a vampire should look like. Vampires should not be all attractive, beauty queens and models. They should look like Nosferatu right there. That's who they gotta look like. Okay, the next one is actually kind of funny. No, and not kind of funny, it's very funny. And I remember seeing this in the movie theater. American Werewolf in London. And I'm sure pretty much everybody has seen this one. And I remember they were talking about the special effects. At the time when David Norton's face turned into like the werewolf. That was like cutting edge technology. That was, top of the heap kind of technology. And this is a funny movie. It's good and it's funny and it's scary all in the same time. And hold on, I gotta call Cat Daddy for something because Cat Daddy's gonna bring something up. Hello, Mr. Bopak. Yeah, and this is right up your alley. Addie's not a fan of scary movie. Okay, yeah, Al. Okay, we'll bring up that box. Okay, all right. And you got to see what's in the box. You want to talk about scary? Woo. So, Addie says, Mark, only if you have Canadian bacon. Now, what's the difference between Canadian bacon and American bacon? Because I'm not a bacon fan no matter what country it's from. I really don't like bacon. I mean, I'll eat it. I'm not going to die. But I really don't like bacon. And so Cat Daddy's going to bring something in. Okay, okay, and stay right here because you got to take it back out.
Okay.
And now, this is something. We actually found one of our stray cats. I was outside feeding the animals. One of the stray cats. I saw him come up the driveway, walk into the house, and this is not from our ilk. And this is little K2. And he's named K2 because he's all white, like one of the mountains in the Himalayas. And none of our cats are white. Down the street, there's a there's a family who has cats, but they really don't take care of them. And so I think that she actually saw this little cat and, saw that it was abandoned, maybe walking across the road, and she brought it over. She brought it over to the house. And like I said, okay, she's not the mother, but she takes care of it. She licks it and does all of that. Oh, hello, Mahash. How are you? Oh, Addie, that kitty would fry good. Oh, that's a terrible thing to say about little K2. Oh, Cat Daddy, my friend Addie, she wants to know if she can cook up K2.
No, I'm not gonna cook them up.
Cat Daddy says, no, you can't cook up K2. Okay, K2, this is big, your big YouTube screen time. Say hello. Come on, pay it. Come on, stop acting up. Say hello. Hello, hello, hello.
Did the cat say anything? Did a little meow?
Okay, yeah,
What
the
did it
cat
say?
told. Oh, okay, yeah, the cat told me. Oh, that it wants you to feed it some peanut butter.
I'm not gonna feed no peanut butter right now. Oh,
Okay, okay. So if you want, and like it's good because she's so little, but she runs around, and some of our other small kittens, they're good to her because they'll like play with her, even though she's not from from like the Bimbo clan. She gets around and she plays with the other little kittens, which is good because all animals, okay, you can leave,
okay, that's okay.
get
All
out,
right.
because all animals, they need interaction, which is, and if people have indoor cats, that's fine, that's perfect. Um, but cats need interaction. Yeah, yeah, she's very healthy. I'm gonna wait a couple of weeks to take her to the vets because she's too young now to get any kind of shots or anything. Oh, hello, Jennifer. How are you? You're always welcome. And hopefully you got to see, the little white cat K2. So, and I wanted to do that so the night wasn't like total scary. You got to see a cute little white cat, and back so now back to being scared. This is a George Romero, and you know that he's responsible for the Night of the Living Dead, called The Land of the Dead. And it's your regular zombie fest. A lot of limb eating, a lot of running around being chased. It's If you like zombie movies, this is better, I think, than like World War Z, because World War Z was an okay movie, but it tried to be like too serious. You can't be serious when you're being chased by people that are going to eat you. Yeah, and so Bopak, yeah. So yeah, because Professor Bopak says that he liked it. And then another George Romero zombie film is, that his classic, um, was it 1968, Night of the Living Dead, the one in black and white. Barbara, they're coming to get you, Barbara. And all my life I used to hear people saying that to me. Oh no, zombies are going to get me. Oh no. Oh, now I probably shouldn't have told you my real name, but I was afraid of zombies. But in 1986, he did a remake of The Night of the Living Dead. And it's got the same characters, the same synopsis, the same thing with like the guy and his wife down in the basement and the truck going out to get gas and it catches on fire. But it's a whole new cast, and the cast makes this very, very good, because at the end there's the leading lady, Barbara. She survives the night, and she goes and teams up with these bunch of hillbillies who are just having a good old hillbilly time shooting the zombies and torturing them, This is just really, really worth watching. If you ever want to watch a good zombie movie, this is good. This is good. Mad Jim, I watched The Evil Dead. Yeah, okay, yes, The Evil Dead are good too. Yes, Evil Dead are good too. Yeah, but there's been some really bad zombie movies. There was one zombie movie where they're like on like a zombie island. Well, first of all, your chance of being on a zombie island, it's not going to bode well for you. Really, a zombie island is not the place where you want to hang out. But this is good. This is good. Okay, Mad Jim says a great zombie movie is Brain Dead. I've never seen Brain Dead. Hmm. And Mad Jim, I would ask you what the premise of the movie is, but I can guarantee you that the premise of the movie is zombies. Oh, hello, Mark Kessler. How are you? Nice to see you, my friend. You're always welcome. And I see that Easy Street with Jen is here, and she's talking about her her life story. Who knows? Maybe she's really a zombie, and we don't know it. That could be. Made in 1992 in New Zealand. Huh. I never heard of it. I never heard of it. Okay, so anybody want to answer Bopak on this? Have you seen the Return of the Living Dead series at all? And like I said, Mr. Bopak doesn't get on that often, but he is the professor of wizardry and magic, according to the College of Knowledge list. And I think I'm going to have to add to this wizardry and magic and zombie studies. So, okay, our next movie is a Wes Craven classic, which, what? What?
Where do I put this cat at? What's the cage at? Something I want to put
Oh, I'll leave her in the box.
Which box is it?
The box that you brought her up in.
Okay, all right.
And then she'll probably climb out and go hang out with the other little kittens.
Where should I put the box at? Right down there?
Down by your chair.
Okay.
Talking about somebody who's a zombie. Oh, hello, Hunter. Oh, Reanimator. Mad Jim, I wish that I have found Reanimator in this box. Because if you have never seen Reanimator, it's David Cronenberg. He's responsible for The Fly with Jeff Goldblum. Reanimator is fantastic. It's just creepy and weird, which kind of why I like it. But yes, Hunter, you know you're always welcome in here, my friend. Okay, so he says a movie called Santa Sangre. A former circus artist escapes from a mental hospital to rejoin his armless mother, leading to the... Oh, that's cool. Ah, oh. Oh, that's good and creepy. That's good and creepy. But, getting back to Wes Craven, This is the unrated version, which sometimes they're usually they're better than the theatrical version, but sometimes they're worse because they add a bunch of stuff that doesn't need to be added. But this is the house on the left, the last house on the left. Hello, Mrs. Hopkins, and if you've never seen this, and you've heard Jen talk about her movie show, YouTube, the free movies. If you ever see this one, or the next Wes Craven I'm going to show you, if you ever see them, watch them. So Papa Legba, he requests a movie called Dario Argento's Opera. I've never heard of that, so that must be probably Italian, but you know, and you know, like some Italian movies, they're just crazy insane. They are. And last house on the left. And if you want to see what I'm actually watching on television, you know what movie this is? Them, with the giant ants. The giant ants, them. And now this movie scared the hell out of me when I was a kid. I don't think I could be around ants until I was like 16 years old. I was afraid of ants. Just because of that movie. Yes, The Little Shop of Horrors. Man, Jim, hold on. Everybody has seen the new one with well, what's his name? Oh, Rick Moranis. But this is actually the original. This is actually the original. And Jack Nicholson is in here, and his role in this movie is he plays the guy who's in the dentist chair, who's, the masochist. Oh, Suspiria, yeah. And that's a name of a good band too, Bopak, Suspiria. But this is one of his earliest performances. And you can see just like how young he looks, but he's still very maniacal. You know, because he was just as maniacal in here as he was in The Shining. So, I guess, you know, once a maniac, always a maniac. Okay, so I guess Mr. Kropka is having a pirate radio show this evening, so after this show's done, Bopak, I've heard of Food of the Gods. I've never seen it. I've never seen it. And the original Body Snatchers, the one in black and white, was good, yes. And Hunter says, when I was a kid, only the vampires scared me. Yeah. Oh my God. Oh my God. And Mad Jim, The Thing with Kurt Russell, the way that thing morphs into all of the crazy things, it's like the guy's head falls off, and then it sprouts legs, and that crawls across the room. That scares me even now. I could watch that now and be scared. So anyway, so getting back to Wes Craven, um, this is the original The Hills Have Eyes, and this is the unrated The Hills Have Eyes. And if you were to watch both of them, there's really not that much difference. I really didn't notice anything that was that different. Addie wanted to make a baby with Kurt Russell. Yeah, well, Kurt Russell was one of the few ones who lived through the thing. And his name in the movie was McCready. Cannibal Holocaust. Yes, Papa Legba, I do know what that movie is. Cannibal Holocaust. I doubt that a lot of people know that, but guys, that is a real movie. Oh, Papa Legba. Cannibal Holocaust. And it's scary, but it's scary, but you can't help. Well, I couldn't help but just laugh at how scary it was. Boatbox says, I spit on your grave. Yes. Oh yeah, Wes did die some time ago. I spit on your grave. Yes, that was a good one. Okay, so that's part one. Now we're up to part two, and I need a refreshment. And yes, this is Heineken, alcohol free. And the reason I drink this is because it tastes exactly like Heineken. I mean, you can taste there's no alcohol in it, but the taste. Who said the people under the Mad Max Gym? Yeah. Oh my God! And the people under the stairs, and then they had like like everybody in like those gimp suits in the cages underneath the stairs. Ah. Oh, nothing better than seeing somebody in a good gimp suit. And if you don't know what a gimp suit is, I'm not going to tell you. Go look yourself. So Papa Legba is coming up with some good ones. Stage Fright I've never heard of. The Burning I've never heard of. And somewhere I read where like people they like watching horror movies because it like exorcises some of their demons. Oh, Hell House is good, yes. So Easy Street says, I have some old printing blocks to Wes Craven on eBay. Wow. Oh, hello, Honey Bunch. How are you, dear? Nice to see you. You know you're always welcome, my friend. We are doing horror movies, scary things. Now, this next movie, out of all the movies that I bought in this, I don't even know how many it was. Maybe 100, maybe, I don't know. But they ended up coming to like $2 a movie. This is the best movie that was in this box. It's called They Live, with Roddy Piper. And the premise is that that like the world leaders are being overtaken by aliens, and you can only see these aliens by wearing these special special glasses. And so Roddy Piper And you all remember who Roddy Piper is. Um, he actually gets a hold of the glasses. And he has a construction friend, David Keith. If you remember with him, he was a big, tall, husky black guy. I think it was even a football player. They have, and it is still recorded, it is the longest fights on a movie. They fight for 12 minutes. And it's just it's just so great just watching them just like beat the hell out of each other for 12 minutes. It was great. Yeah, and Mad Jim says, "Oh, the Phantasm movies. Oh, the first two I thought were really good, but then the couple of other ones, I don't know. I kind of lost track of what was going on. But the first one was fantastic with the tall man, Angus Scrim. That's his real name, Angus Scrim. Um, yeah, the tall man. And then they were shipping like the little dwarfs down to like this alternate world where they worked as slaves. Great. Just great. Oh, just my kind of movie. Great stuff. They Live. Look for this. Find it. Watch it. You will not be disappointed. It is a great movie. And now this one here, I really wasn't all that impressed with. I mean, it's not bad, but it's very gory, called Gothica. Black Christmas, yes, Papa Legba. I've seen Black Christmas, yes. That was just on. See, because all the month of Halloween, AMC um, has horror movies, and then we get this other channel called Movie Reels or something, and they show nothing but movies. Um, and like usually every night is like a different theme movie, but for the whole month of Halloween, it's just 24 hours Halloween movies. And I don't watch a lot of television much anymore, but I can goddamn well guarantee you that that channel is going to be on my television 24/7. Even if I'm not watching it, I'm going to have a horror movie on. See, and so there's something, oh, from the mystic, Professor Bopak. And this was even on last night. And this was on AMC because I watched it. It was the original cut. It wasn't the director's cut. But this is still one of the greatest movies of all time. And I remember going to see this with my grandmother. And my mother did not want me to go see this. But she says, "Oh, come on." The original Exorcist. And now, I I dare you to come up with a list of 10 horror movies and this not be on it. Oh, well, Papa Legba's coming up with some good-looking titles, but ones I've never. Okay, no. Okay, now Nosferatu. Oh, the ones from the 20s with Max Schreck. That I've seen, and that's good. That's good. And like the best part about it is they didn't have to give Max Schreck any makeup. He really looked like that. How would you, if you've ever seen the movie, how would you like to go through life looking like Max Shrek? I mean, he looked like a vampire. He honestly, truly did. Yeah, okay, yeah, and okay, yeah, because, oh, this is a Japanese movie. I'm pretty sure Bopak, right? Oh, Gothica. And here's another Exorcist movie, which was okay. Um, is good and is based on a true story, which I'm sure everybody knows. The Exorcism of Emily Rose. Okay, yeah, Bopak, yeah. Okay, yeah, yeah, because okay, wasn't he the same guy who did the Ring movies too? That that Tsuchiki guy. Okay, Hunter, because I have this Salem's Lots, but I don't know what year it is. Is this the one from 1979? I don't know. What,
Well,
Cat Daddy?
well, the cat's in the box right now.
Yes,
That's
good.
sleeping.
Yes.
Who's the mother cat? What should I do?
It
Leave it?
doesn't have a mother cat.
Oh, okay. So I'll just leave it in the box right now.
Just leave it in the box. It doesn't have the mother cat.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, well, okay. The cat bought that from across the street.
Okay. Then later when you get done, you have to probably see to keep it in the box during the night.
No, it can get out and walk
Oh,
around.
it gets up by itself.
Yes.
Finds out. Okay.
Yes.
Does it know where the milk and water is at?
Yes.
Water?
Oh, the cat knows where the milk and water is. I wonder if Cat Daddy does. Ringu, yeah. Okay, Ringu, yeah, the ring, yeah. Okay, now that was scary. Especially, I loved in the ring like the herky jerky. That that scared the bejesus out of me. The movie itself really didn't scare me, but just that whole sort of way she moved really scared me. Addie Wolf, Addie, you're gonna fry little K2. Oh, oh, poor little K2. Well, he is white meat, so he probably tastes like pork. I've never heard of Missed Call either. The Grudge. Is that the one I'm thinking of, Bopak? Oh, The Grudge or The Ring? The one with all the herky jerky movement. Because last year, I'm sure, I think probably most people, weren't on my channel then. Me and Bopak did a whole show on like monster movies, and we also did a show on H.P. Lovecraft. Which it's a shame because none of his movies have ever none of his writings have ever translated into good movies. The closest one was one called Dagon, but Pumpkinhead was a great movie. I've never seen Pumpkinhead, Mad Jim. Is that when Charlie Brown puts on the pumpkin head and goes around and kills Lucy and Linus and all them? Yeah, okay, yeah, Papa. That's what I heard. That the foreign ones of that genre are the good ones. That the American ones are crap. I don't know. I don't think. Um, okay, and you were wondering. Okay. You were wondering what Nosferatu looks like. That. That's what Nosferatu looks like, and the movie was from the 1926, I believe, uh, somewhere around there. And the actor in the movie was Max Schreck, and this guy looks exactly like Max Schreck, but this guy's wearing makeup. Max Schreck wore no makeup. This is what he really looked like. Can you imagine going through life looking like that? Yikes. I look in the mirror and scare myself. Oh, the gods must be crazy. Addie, yes, that's a great movie. That's really not a horror movie, but that movie is so funny. When the guy, when the Bushman, he finds the Coke bottle and he goes and he tries to throw it off the end of the earth. Yeah, and then they did a second one too that was just as funny. So, getting back to horror. Yeah, 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 it was Coke. Yeah, okay, and now this one, I'm really not a fan of slasher movies. I've seen some of them. I haven't seen all of them. Like Freddy and Jason and Mike Myers. I've seen them. I'm really not, like I said, into slasher movies because I want to see a movie that has some kind of substance, some kind of story, instead of kids just walking around in a camp, getting their heads lopped off. Car 52, where are you? Yeah, with Fred Gwynn. But then there was the remake that had David Johansen in it. Not only I'm the College of Rock Knowledge, I'm the College of, I know a lot of stuff about movies. But I'm telling you who's really beaten me in knowing the movies is Bopak and Papa Legba. They really know their horror movies, which is cool, which is great. Um, yeah, because I I would rather watch somebody get their head lopped off than watching some kind of romantic scene in an Italian bistro. But then again, if somebody gets their head lopped off in the bistro, then the movie actually shoots up a bit. But this and the sequel are probably oh, okay. Yeah, okay, yeah, Lance Henriksen. Yeah. Oh, Bishop, yeah. Yeah, he was good in Aliens. Yes, he definitely was good. Yeah, and he played a robot too. I'm surprised he probably didn't steal everybody's luggage on the what was the name of the ship in Aliens? I forget, but he was there trying to steal luggage, I'm sure. Yeah, Mad Jim. I did mention The Fly being there's the one original black and white with Vincent Price that is good, and then there's The Return of the Fly, which takes up after Vincent Price's character, gets hit in the head with a rock. But when you're the size of a fly, a rock's pretty much going to do it. But then there is the David Cronenberg 1 and 2, and they're scary. They are scary. They are creepy. But this is the only kind of flasher slasher movies that I like are the Texas Chainsaw Massacres. And this one is cool because this one is in a metal disc, is in like a metal cover. See, it's metal. That's cool. And there was some kind of insert here that they must have taken out. Yeah, but this movie, this was good. And then there was Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2 with Dennis Hopper, which was okay. It wasn't bad. I've never heard of Funny Games, Bopak. Slither was Slither. Yeah, Papa Leg, but I think I remember that. I think I remember that. And I've never heard the movie. I've never heard the movie Funny Games. Candyman. No, Hunter. Nobody has mentioned Candyman. Yeah, see, Bopak, and I like, I like psychological thrillers. Okay, so who just mentioned, Tremors? Addie? But wait. This here is a Tremors attack pack. It's got 4 movies. Now, I know that they made 2 Tremors movies. I didn't know that they made 4. And what's his name? The guy from Family Ties, who was he's in all of them. Michael Gross, is that his name? He's in all of them. And he plays the same character, Bert. But but number 3 and 4 are like prequels to the original Tremors. Yes, okay, yeah, Bopak. That's number 2, is like they have gas and they can fly. Now, if I saw some flying, gas laying creature coming at me, I'd run. Videodrome, yes. Yes, Mad Jim. I forgot all about how good that movie was. And that's a movie that a lot of people have forgotten. Yeah, but Debbie Harry was in that movie, as a matter of fact. Yeah, that was good, and that was creepy. Yes, Mrs. Hopkins, gas out the ass. I don't know. If those things were really around, people, they'd be kidnapping them and keeping them in their car, to get gas. Gas, grass, or ass. Nobody. Well, they were creepy little things. They were creepy little things. Now, as you can tell, some of you know me better than others. Oh, Scanners. Yeah, that's a good movie. Some of you know me better than others. And you know that I'm pretty pretty maladjusted. Um, there is one series of movies that I have not seen, and I've got the first four of them, and I won't see because literally I have seen bits and pieces of it, and to me, it's just terrifyingly creepy. These are the first Saw movies. And like all my horror friends on Twitter, they say, "Oh, you need to watch him. You need to watch him." I said, "No, I mean, like I said, I don't scare easy, but I just think that they're just gonna. Oh, okay. Oh, see, all right." Here, so, and if anybody agrees there with Bopak on that Saw one is pretty good. Because, like, the premise, and he just captures people and tortures them. That seems, to me, that's like the whole premise of the series, right? I don't know, but I don't know. I've seen bits and pieces, and I don't like slasher movies, like I said to begin with, but I've seen Freddy and Jason. I've seen a couple of the movies. But that to me just. Addie says, "My kids had me watch the first Saw. That was the last horror movie I saw." Ah, what a pun. Hostel. I heard they were good. Yeah, I haven't seen them either. Probably the most disgusting movie that I've ever heard. And I actually kind of want to see it just because it's so disgusting. Well, Addie says that Hostel was awful. Honor says Raw. Okay, yeah, because Papa Legba also mentioned Raw earlier. A young woman studying to be a vet develops a craving for human flesh. Oh, well, I've got a craving for cow flesh. Serbian film. Oh, well, that kind of figures. Because there ain't a whole lot to do in Serbia except watch horror movies. Um, anyway, like I was talking, one movie that I want to see that I'm sure is probably the most horrific thing I've ever heard of before, but I just have a feeling that the movie itself is stupid, is The Human Centipede. I've heard people either liked it or just thought that it was really dumb. So, so I don't know. I don't have it. I'm not going to go out and search and look for it. But oh yeah, okay, yeah, the full sequence, Papa, and that's what when like there's 100 of them. Oh, the guy creates like 100 people. Oh my God, there's 3 human centipedes. As a, and Mad Jim says that is a truly awful movie. It was so bad that they had to make 3. Well, whatever sells. Bopox says, very strange. Yeah, it's. I mean, because I know the premise very well. And there's another really, really strange movie. Um, it's not so much a horror movie, it's just strange. It's a movie called Tusk. If you've ever heard or seen of a movie called Tusk, it's just weird. And I don't know if Kevin Smith, from Jay and Silent Bob made it or he was involved with it somehow. But I don't want to tell you the premise. But it just almost seems weird enough that I want to watch it just because it's like weird. Train to Busan. Okay, now I've heard of this movie too, Hunter. Well, a zombie virus breaks in its. Well, at least it's the zombies on a train and not a bunch of stupid snakes on a plane. And now that to me has got to be probably one of the worst movies of all time. Snakes on a Plane has to be, I'll say it again, one of the worst movies I have ever seen. Teeth. I never heard of Teeth. Okay, briefly there, Papa Leg, but what is the premise of Teeth? Because that sounds like that could be pretty good. Well, Bopok liked it. He said that it's unique and weird, so it gets points for that. Teeth is bad. Oh, that's that movie. Okay. Okay, I knew there was a movie like that. I didn't know what it was called. Vagina Dentante. Oh, God. I knew there was a movie like that, like I said, but I did not know the name of it. Now I do. So my evening is complete. Yes, I do feel complete now. I got to show you a nice little white kitten called K2. And now here's a trivia question. I don't know. Maybe I even said it. I don't know. Okay, but what is K2? Wicker Man. Okay, that's the original Wicker Man, because there's been a couple of versions of it, and I think they've all sucked worse than the previous version. Because the one with Nicolas Cage I thought was terrible. Okay, but who knows what K2 is? A ghost meter. No, it's not a ghost meter. K2 the mountain. Yes. And actually, the whole mountain thing is wrong, because the biggest mountain in the world is Mauna Loa. Because if you take Mauna Loa from the earth up to its summit, it's higher than Everest and K2. See, because Everest and K2 are only going from, sea level, whereas Mauna Loa comes from like the level of the ocean bed. And I actually think I did write it down somewhere because I knew I was going to mention this. Because it's amazing how big Mauna Loa is, because the whole island of Hawaii is Mauna Loa. That's the island, Mauna Loa. That's it. That shows you how big that volcano is. So the so Everest and K2 are the highest ones from sea level. But from the ocean level, Mauna Loa is higher. Just some information that you'll only get here at the Bimbo Barbarella music program, which doesn't always have music. But I did get to work on some of my songs today, which was good. It's Most Dangerous Climb, I think. Yeah, Bopak, I heard that people don't even attempt K2. They don't even attempt it just because it's like crooked, I think. Yes, and here's Easy Street with Jen. She is one of the two fact finders on the College of Knowledge music program. So, I don't know. Well, that was kind of going to be it because all I was going to do was just, start the month of Halloween off, with these movies that I knew that I had, and it took me a while to find the box. I had to go, we have like a storage room, and just filled with a bunch of crap that I need to go through and get out. But it's crap that I couldn't even get rid of at a yard sale because nobody wants a monitor from a MS-DOS computer. And the size of the monitor was the size of a large screen television now. Nobody wants that, and nobody's going to take it. Okay, Addie, good night, dear. I think Jen has the next. I think Easy Street with Jen has the next Halloweeny thing. Yes, and cats can detect a ghost. Yes, yes. Oh, cats and dogs too. So February. Only 377 people have tried the summit of K2. 91 deaths. So let me see. Your chances of doing that are about 1 in 4. I don't know. Me, I'll spend $5 on a scratch-off lottery ticket. Then take that bet. See if I have a computer museum near me. Yeah, it's called Me Dig a Hole in the Retention Pond and Bury It. Maybe that's why there's mutant fish in there. Maybe somebody did that before me. Buried a bunch of, poisonous things. Good night, Mark Kessler, and thank you for coming in, my friends. Like I said, you're always welcome. And to some of the new people, I appreciate you coming in. It's always nice to interact with people and have some fun, have some laughs, and learn something. Because honestly, on this show, I learned a lot. Okay, here's our next show. It's a College of Rock Knowledge show, October 13th. Any musician, any genre. So, if I want to play something by the band called Alien Sex Fiend, and you want to play Glowworm by the Mills Brothers from 1940, feel free. And that's a real song, Glowworm by the Mills Brothers. And then on October 14th, Easy Street with Jen has funny obituaries. I guess, funny things, like. And you know what gets me about obituaries? And for one night a couple weeks ago, I was obsessed with watching these videos on YouTube. People crossing railroad tracks, trying to beat a train across a railroad track. What goes through your mind when you say, "Oh man, I know I can beat that train"? Are are you really that freaking dumb that you think you can beat a train coming across a railroad track? Or then there's poor unlucky sap, who's trying to do it, and like his old, like 1947 Packard, you know, it, conks out and it won't start, and so now he can't get out of the vehicle because the door handles on the inside are broken. So he's just stuck in there saying, "Oh well, there's my luck." And then on the 21st, I'm going to have funny but very true headstones. And just for a treat, I'll give you one of them now. Mel Blanc. And you remember Mel Blanc, the voice on the Looney Tunes? On his headstone, it says, "That's all, folks." Because if you remember on the Looney Tunes, that's what Porky Pig would say. "That's all, folks." And then on the 27th is the Halloween Spooktacular, where we're going to talk about Alice Cooper. Some of his greatest songs, some of his greatest albums. And just what a icon he is in the horror realm. And actually, we could do a show on the same thing, but we're not. We could have done it I could have done it just as well as Alice Cooper, is Rob Zombie. But lately, Rob Zombie's been making more movies than music. Okay, Bopak, if you want to do a show about Halloween limericks. There once was a man from Kent. Um, who was so stupid his life he spent. Um, Trying to beat trains, he was insane. And then away his angel flew and went. Oh, that's off the top of my head. No, really, but if you're bored and you just want to watch people trying to beat trains, it's just amazing. So, okay, yes, I'm going to end with Mr. Honner saying that 1970s cartoons are the best. Well, yes, but there were some good cartoons like Adult Swim. Had some good cartoons. Um, Space Ghost, Coast to Coast, The Brack Show, Harvey Birdman, Attorney at Law, um, The Venture Brothers, um, and these are just all ones I have. A Limerick Show. I don't know, Bopak. Maybe somewhere in there I'll find. Oh yes, Rocky and Bullwinkle. Maybe Bopak I'll come up with some limericks or something for Halloween. Rocky and Bullwinkle with Natasha and Boris. And you know what university they went to, right? What's the matter, you? And then one of them went to Miskatonic University. Hello, Hot Mess Missy. Yeah, nice to see you come in. 1.5 hours late, but at least you made it in. Oh, happy month of Halloween to you. Okay, now here's the original poem, courtesy of Honor. The man from Kent, whose dick was so long that it bent, to save him much trouble, he put it ere double, and instead of coming, oh, oh, you want to talk about a guy going, ah, damn, maybe that wasn't such a good idea. Oh, yeah, you had to work tonight, yeah. Yeah, well, I don't want to say working is good, but I actually have to go work one day the week um, before Halloween, because I work for the county, and it's just very, very, very part time. I work for the Board of Elections, and we're having some. I even forget what it is, but it's some sort of election in February, and we're starting to get together, all the paperwork and stuff for that. So, yeah, but this is a big election coming up this year, so it's too early for me to even say, get out there and vote, but if you don't vote, don't come crying to me because the person that you didn't like didn't win. Because, yeah, okay, one person's vote is, it might seem, like inconsequential. But if if 50,000 people don't vote because oh my vote doesn't count, that can swing an election. So get out there and do it. It's not that difficult. Plus here in Pasco, oh they give you a sticker and and sometimes snacks. So yeah, Missy, because well dear, yes, we had a nice big crowd today. That was good, and like I said, um, had some of my newer people came in. That was good, and they participated. I'm sure sure hope everybody had a fun time. And like I said, I appreciate everybody who came up into the right side chat and did their parts, chatted, made it fun. Like I said, because I learned stuff. So I want to thank everybody for doing that because I I really enjoy doing this. I really enjoy doing this, and you know, I like to have fun doing it. I really do. I like to have fun doing it, and that's what I try to make my channel, and Easy Street with Jen does too, and Pirate Radio does too. We just like to have fun doing this. I mean, because I don't need to do this. I just like doing it. So we're going to end with Honor saying, there was a young lady from Kent with a cunt of enormous extent. It was so deep and wide, the acoustics inside was an echo wherever you spent. Oh, Jesus Christ. I think that we should get Honor to do a limerick show. The hell with me. Okay, yeah, okay, Mr. Honor. I'm gonna expect 10 or 12 limericks from you next time I go on. And I want my limericks. It's like in the movie Inglourious Bastards when the guy says, "My name is Jim Britcher, and I didn't come all the way down from the hills of the Smoky Mountains and jumping off half of Sicily." And then he goes talking about like killing the Nazis, and he says, "But there's one thing when you in my command, something you owe me a personal debit. You owe me. I want each and every man in my platoon. I want 100 Nazi scalps, and I want my scalps. And y'all better give me my scalps." So, Hunter, I want 100 limericks. I won't make you do 100 limericks. Hunter, I want 10 limericks from y'all. And I want my limericks. Yeah, Hunter, everybody get the chant going. Hunter. Maybe when we get more people, like on the panel, we'll give the Hunter chant. The Hunter chants, so we can get the limericks. Okay, guys, thanks for coming in, Hot Mess. The show was actually pretty good if you want to listen to it later. Like I said, I appreciate everybody coming in, and I've already forgotten. I'm a terrible host. Easy Street. What's our next? What's our next month of October? Our next month of Halloween program? Oh, the music. And we will expect Mrs. Hopkins to be there. Or maybe we can get Bopak to come up with some lyrics. He'd be good. And if you want, you can throw in a couple disgusting baby limericks. Oh, they would be funny. You know, talking about the baby filling the diaper, and also, I'm sure you can come up with some funny baby diaper limericks. Let me go back. Okay, it's next Friday, the Any Musician, Any Genre Music Show. So, who knows what you're going to see there. And if Carlos Martinez comes up, you know, there's only going to be one thing he says is, the monkeys. So, all right, guys. That's 90 minutes of your life that you'll never get back. Thanks for watching. Remember that Pirate Radio has his show on tonight. I'm going to try to catch as much of it as I can, because tomorrow I'm going to mow the lawn for one last time. Because after I mow the lawn tomorrow, probably not have to mow it again until the spring. And that's always a plus. That's always a plus. Because some people know how big my property is, and I got to use a push lawnmower. It's not even a electric push mower. And you remember those old kind of mowers that the people had back in like the 1950s with like the blades that went around on like wheels? That's what I have to mow the lawn. So, and that's hard, and that takes a long time. So, all right. So remember Mark Kropka with his Pirate Radio tonight. I don't know what channel he's going on, but just look for him. You'll find him. He's on like one or two channels. He switches back and forth. So, all right, guys. Good night. Thank you, everybody, for dropping in. See you at our next College of Rock Knowledge next Friday. Bye-bye.